Let me be brutally honest. Most people will never be rich, not because they aren't smart, not because they don't work hard, because they never do this one thing. If you skip it, no matter how much you earn, you'll stay stuck forever. In this video, I'm going to reveal exactly what separates the people who stay broke from the people who build real wealth, and how you can start today. I'm not here to motivate you for 5 minutes. I'm here to change the way you think about money for life. You won't get rich unless you do this. It took me years to discover this simple yet powerful concept that changed my life forever. And I'm going to share it with you right now. Most people will never be rich, and it's not because they're unintelligent or don't work hard enough. They miss one critical step that keeps them trapped in a cycle of mediocrity. But once you understand and embrace this concept, everything changes. You can break free from the shackles that bind you and start living a life of abundance and prosperity. So what is this elusive secret? What is the one thing that separates the rich from the poor? I call it the one thing. Turning money into assets early and consistently is the key to building wealth. But it's not just about making money. It's about making your money work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's about creating a financial ecosystem that generates passive income and grows your wealth even while you sleep. You see, there's a big difference between income and wealth. Income is the money you earn from your job or business. It's the money you receive in exchange for your time and effort. Wealth, on the other hand, is the money that works for you. It's the money that generates passive income without you having to lift a finger. When you have wealth, you have financial freedom. You can buy the things you want, pay for your dream vacation, or even retire early. But most people never achieve true wealth because they focus on income rather than assets. They work harder and longer hours to earn more income, but that's not the answer. You need to understand the power of leverage. Leverage is the ability to use your money to generate more money. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, gaining momentum and growing exponentially. When you make money, instead of spending it on things that don't matter, you can use it to buy assets that generate more money. For example, you can invest in rental properties, stocks, bonds, or even a new business. Or you can use it to acquire skills that will make you more productive and valuable in the marketplace. Skills are also an asset. The better you become at what you do, the more money you'll earn. Think of someone who is really good at sales. They can close deals that others can't, which means they earn higher commissions. Or consider a software engineer who is highly skilled in coding. They can build applications that solve real problems, which can be very profitable. The key to leveraging your money is to use it as a tool to generate more money. Don't keep your money sitting in a bank account where it's losing value to inflation. Instead, put it to work by investing it in assets that can generate passive income and grow your wealth over time. But here's the catch. Most people do the exact opposite. They spend their money on things that don't matter, like vacations, new cars, or designer clothes. These are all things that lose value over time. They don't generate income or build wealth. Instead of paying yourself first, they pay everyone else first. They pay their credit card companies, their mortgage lenders, and their student loan providers. And then, whatever is left over, if anything, they pay themselves last. This is the paycheck-to-paycheck trap, and it's a tough one to escape. Here's how to break out of this cycle. Step No. 1. Track all your expenses. Write down every single thing you spend money on. Be honest with yourself, and don't leave anything out. This is crucial because you can't improve what you don't measure. Step No. 2. Cut the low-value costs. Analyze your expenses and identify the things that aren't worth the money. These are the things that don't bring you joy or value. Cancel subscriptions you don't use, shop around for better insurance rates, and cut back on unnecessary expenses. Step number 3. Invest at least 20% of your income in assets. This is the most important step. Make sure to invest at least 20% of your income in assets such as index funds, dividend stocks, real estate, or a business. If you can afford to invest more, even better. These investments should be diversified and aligned with your risk tolerance and financial goals. For example, you could invest some of your money in a low-cost index fund that tracks the S&P 500. This is a great way to invest in the stock market without having to pick individual stocks. You could also invest in dividend stocks. These are companies that pay out a portion of their profits to shareholders in the form of dividends. By investing in dividend stocks, you can earn passive income without having to sell the stocks. Real estate is another great investment option. You could buy a rental property or invest in a REIT, which is a real estate investment trust. A REIT is a company that owns and manages real estate properties and pays out the rental income to shareholders. Finally, you could invest in a business. This could be your own business, or you could invest in a startup that you believe in. Investing in a business can be risky, but it can also be very rewarding. Once you've invested at least 20% of your income, you can move on to the next step, which is to reinvest your profits. This is a powerful way to grow your wealth. When you reinvest your profits, you're using the money you made from your investments to make even more money. For example, let's say you invested $1,000 and earned $100 in profit. Instead of spending that money, you reinvest it and buy more assets. Then you repeat the process, reinvesting your profits until you have much more money than you started with. This is the power of compounding. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. The longer the ball rolls, the bigger it gets. The same thing happens with your investments. The longer you reinvest your profits, the more your wealth compounds and grows. But to truly master the art of turning money into assets, you need the right mindset. You must adopt a wealth mindset. This is a mindset that focuses on long-term goals and values, financial freedom, and independence. It's the opposite of a scarcity mindset, which is the belief that there isn't enough money to go around, and that you have to constantly fight for your financial survival. Here are some key characteristics of a wealth mindset. You think in decades, not days? People with a wealth mindset take a long-term view of their finances. They understand that building wealth takes time and that it's not possible to get rich quick. They set financial goals that extend several decades into the future, and they develop a plan to achieve those goals. They value freedom over instant gratification. People with a wealth mindset understand the importance of financial freedom. They know that being rich isn't just about having a lot of money. It's also about having the freedom to do what you want when you want. They're willing to sacrifice instant gratification for long-term rewards. They take calculated risks. People with a wealth mindset are willing to take risks, but they do so in a calculated way. They understand that there is no such thing as a risk-free investment, and that every investment carries some level of risk. However, they are able to assess the risks and make informed decisions based on their financial goals and risk tolerance. They continuously learn and grow. People with a wealth mindset are committed to lifelong learning. They understand that the world is constantly changing and that they need to change with it. They read books, attend seminars, and take courses to improve their financial literacy and their investment skills. If you want to become rich, you need to do more than just follow these steps. You need to change your habits. You need to start thinking like a wealthy person. You need to adopt a wealth mindset. So here's my challenge to you. Take control of your financial future today. Don't wait another day. You deserve to live a life of abundance and prosperity. You can do it. And if you're ready to take action, here's what you can do right now. Comment below and write down one thing you will change about your money habits. Be honest with yourself and commit to taking action. If you're still watching this video, I know you're serious about improving your financial situation. That's why I've got something special for you. Click the link in the description below to get access to my free guide, How to Build Wealth in Your 20s. In this guide, I'll share with you my top tips and strategies for building wealth at a young age. It's packed with practical advice and real-life examples that you can apply to your own life. So don't wait. Click the link in the description now and get your free copy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.